Marlene started and managed her own music studio wherever life has taken her. Durban, Kempton Park, Kroonstad, Empangeni, Palabora, and now Kempton Park again. These were not moves that she always elected to do. She responded to the circumstances that life threw at her. She not only responded to the circumstances, but Marlene responded positively and with gusto. She has always been supportive and encouraging and got on with what she had to do. En soos Nena altyd gesê het, jy moet raakvat my kind. Sy het nie net raak gevat nie. She did what had to be done, but very often she walked the extra mile to create something new, something original. In Kempton Park, staging her cantata that she had composed. Kroonstad, Princess Rosalyn, where she involved the whole school in the show. In Empangeni, in concerts and performances. In Palabora, staged Joseph and his amazing Technicolor Dreamcoat, and various other shows and performances. At Aldersgate Methodist and Fauna Park, amongst others, she staged special community productions. During all these activities that she has initiated and had been involved in, Marlene has touched the lives of many hundreds of people at school or in her music studio, with stage productions. Those who she accompanied for ballet exams. It wouldn't surprise me if the list ran into thousands, and I'm sure that most of them will remember her for something special that she did or said to support, encourage, or just gave them that special smile of hers just when they needed it. Apart from normally looking after the musical side of a production, she also participated now and again in a few stage appearances. and also in a bed full of foreigners. I think she comes close to living the motto stated by Etienne de Grelais. I shall pass this way but once. Any good that I can do or any kindness I can show to any human being, let me do it now. Let me not defer nor neglect it, for I shall not pass this way again. While involved in her business and other things, she applied that same principle with our three beautiful children, Darren, Candice, and Kirsten. She often had to play a very tough double role when I was not around. And when I say tough, I mean tough. With the young Darren Dewar around, life was often quite a challenge. You have been a fantastic mother, Bidi. Your children bear witness to that. A very special thank you for the way that you faced those challenges without any complaints and once again demonstrated the stuff that you are made of. And from me personally, words are just not enough to say thank you for all the special things that you have done over the years. Like this little jewel that you made for me so many years ago. It does still get red every now and then. Thank you for allowing me to love you and for loving me as well. The three children have also collectively graced her life with 6 grandchildren, who she loves and cherishes so much. Tammy, Leo, Lexi, Aiden, Joshua, and Gracie. And this is what the families look like today. Well, or maybe yesterday. You know, this genetic mixture of Van Rensburg's, Kleinhanse and Petz's is quite formidable. When Darren was born, they were 5 generations. They made it to the front page of the Natal Mercury. Darren, Marlene, her mom, Nana, and Oma. The 4-generation record has been hit a few times after Oma passed away. Here is one of them, and here's another. And another. Academically, she has also done her bit. At a young age, she became an associate of Trinity College, London. When she was 19, she obtained her teacher's licentiate from the Royal Schools of Music in London. She was teaching matric guys who were the same age as she was. Can you imagine the fun that they had? Then she took a break, but not for very long. By the time Darren was born, she was busy doing her BMus at Wits. She was so fortunate that Dr. Reed was prepared to vacate his office at times so that Darren could get his milkies. She was finally awarded her BMus from UNISA in 1980. In 1989, Marlene obtained her Master of Music degree from the University of Natal. Her dissertation dealt with the role of the pianist in Brahms' sonata for piano and violin. She accompanied Jurgen Schwittering as part of her practical examination in performing the sonata. Here's another interesting fact. Her piano teacher at Wits was Adolf Hallis, quite a child prodigy in his own right. His first public performance was at age 8 when he played Mozart's Piano Concerto. He met and performed for Ravel in Paris in his early years and undertook many tours throughout Europe in his 30s and 40s. He also wrote the music for 2 of Alfred Hitchcock's earliest movies.
A select, small, talented group of students visits this man just about every day, the old master Adolf Hallis. Adolf Hallis, musician, teacher, composer, and South Africa's premier concert pianist.
I would suggest both processes should be more gradual. Start really soft, work up to a big forte, and then right down to nothing, gradually. Right? Try it again. Do me an arpeggio to F major. Now do that in contrary motion.
Hallis was a student of Paula Salet. She, in turn, was taught by Theodore Leschetizky. Leschetizky was a contemporary of Franz Liszt, and the 2 of them were generally regarded as the best piano teachers of their time. Leschetizky was a student of Carl Czerny, an Austrian, who in turn was taught by none other than Ludwig van Beethoven. So through these 5 generations, Marlene has an indirect link back to Beethoven. The first few notes of his 5th concerto started this video, and we have been using it as a sort of a calling signal for most of our married life. Without knowing about this connection. Well, certainly I didn't. Marlene also runs a few websites, one of which has over 900 followers. Also has quite a network on Facebook. She has published 2 books in printed format. You Have the Wand is an inspirational book with an article for each week of the year. The second is titled Time It Well, which is a practical guide on music theory and dance styles for teachers, students, and accompanists. She has written a number of other books for electronic publication, among them Woofy, the Hound Dog. She has produced dozens of CDs covering mood music and accompaniment for ballet. This is naturally her forte as accompanist and performer. She has acted as accompanist for probably hundreds of ballet exams over the years, as well as handling the musical aspect of the RAD-ISP course each year. She has been resident pianist at the Palace, at Sun City, the Residence, a boutique hotel in Houghton, the Michelangelo in Sandton, the Maximilian at the Da Vinci Hotel in Santon City, and the Irene Country Lodge, to name but a few. One of the exceptional gifts that Marlene has is her ability to improvise. Here is a performance she did at the University of Zululand, and she's being introduced by her saxophonist friend Jeff.
Improvisers. In other words, they were able to sit down and compose music spontaneously as they played. There are several famous stories of Bach being given a subject, a group of some notes, a theme, as we were just talking about, and then actually composing a complete fugue in 3, maybe 4 parts on that theme, having never heard it before, just being given the theme and then improvising beautiful, complex, contrapuntal music. Beethoven was another one who was noted as an improviser. And of course, improvisation is something that we all know something about because it's used so often in jazz and jazz-related music. But for people who concentrate more on the non-jazz sort of music, so-called classical music, improvisation is a bit of a lost art. But it's alive and well with Marlene. And it's something that she enjoys doing, taking a theme which she hasn't had any knowledge of before, looking at it, examining it, trying to think what its potential use might be, how it might be harmonized, what sort of things can be done, variations, so on and so forth, until a piece of music emerges out of it, which is being extemporized, and that's the important thing to remember, is that it's actually being extemporized. So now, in preparation for this, obviously there's no real preparation because it's improvised, but I just asked Peter Kanyede, one of our recording students, to bring in his recording music with him tonight, just to give me one of the pieces that he's been working on. So at least it will be a melody that people from the music department have heard before, emanating from the practice room. I hope I don't want something in market. Just maybe the first 4 bars that you can just play it for Marlene on its own, so then we can hear what the theme is. Sound all right? You want to okay.
With the COVID lockdown, she tackled the problem head on and continued her classes via WhatsApp and Zoom on the internet. Now, how many 70-year-olds do you know who even know about Zoom, let alone having the guts to get out there and learn how to use it for teaching music? And then to arrange her annual student concert using YouTube.
Welcome everybody. It's so good to have you here with our special concert today. All the grannies, the grandpas, the aunties, the uncles, the cousins, the friendies, everybody, welcome. We are so glad that you have joined us today. This is a new experience for me, as I'm sure it is for you. This concert thing on virtual stuff is very new for me. But it's so exciting that we can be able to do this and share these times with each other. So, without further ado, let's go.
On with the show.
You are my sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy when skies is gray. You never know, dear, how much I love you. Please don't ever take my sunshine away.
Wasn't that young lady just delightful? Elizabeth is my youngest student, and as you can see, we are working with melody and rhythm, and boy, has she got both. Our videographers and our parents have been absolutely wonderful. I'm sure that you can see the professionalism in all of these videos that you see. Well done to our videographers and well done to our performers. My name is Marlene and I'm going to play the 18th variation of Rachmaninoff, which he set on a theme of Paganini. Enjoyed our concert today as much as we enjoyed putting it together for you. Well done to every single student who performed today. Whether you are 80 or 5, well done. I'm so proud and thrilled to be your teacher. And now you have to go and make your own milkshakes and burgers and chips and whatever, but I'm sure you'll enjoy every single tiny tasty morsel. And see you next week in the music room, the Zoom, WhatsApp. We'll be together. Well done. Have a good evening. Bye-bye.
She has a keen interest in self-development and loves studying theories related to the soul and the energy fields surrounding us. Why we were placed on this earth, and what happens to us once we die. She does a lot of reading and listening to audiobooks. And a few of her favorite authors are Wayne Dyer, Marianne Williamson, Bob Proctor, Joe Dispenza, and Brandon Bayes. Oh, and she recently started doing a course in Spanish on the web. I'm sure that Marlene will be overjoyed knowing that her mommy is still here to celebrate this special day with her, together with Roger. You know, she introduced them to each other many years before they got married. Roger stepped into the family and just became a part of us. The two of them represent such an important part of Marlene's life. We have spent so many joyful and exhilarating days together at number 8 and now at number 10, and also on holidays at the sea. And on the sea. And in the Berg. These memories are so dear to Marlene, and she cherishes every moment that she can spend with you. Here is a lady who has never had it exceptionally easy in her life. Her philosophy is that life is what you make of it. Play the hand that you've been dealt to the best of your ability. My work situation on a few occasions caused her to have to uproot everything she had worked for and built up over years and have to start again. Never did she complain. She never incriminated when things didn't work out as planned. She encouraged and supported. Here is a lady who allows no adversity to get her down. A truly indomitable spirit. She possesses a rare mixture of raw guts and perseverance, that innate will to survive and succeed. And on the other hand, a heart filled with love and kindness towards her fellow pilgrims on this road we call life. Truly, a lady for all seasons. Marlene, we love you. You are truly one of a kind, a jewel with a heart of gold. You have made a difference in this world. We all feel privileged and honored to be counted with you. We wish you many, many more happy and exciting years ahead in which you can spread your joy and love. We salute you and join in the beautiful wishes that come from Roger and Mom.
Happy birthday,
Marlene
Marlene.
Key. May your day be as bright as your smile, and as lovely, incredible, and unique as you are. Happy birthday to Marlene.
Raise your glass.
To Mom!